Mataji's Tanvat Pranam. How are you doing? All good? इतना सन्नाटा क्यों है आज? एकादशी खाया है क्या? Today is Ekadasi, you know, right? Yeah. So there are some food restrictions today while we have Ekadasi. Yeah.
Don't take anger. Why there is difference between actually yesterday the Ekadasi according to Vaishnava?
Yeah, Mataji. Actually, again, that's a big topic. We follow the ISKCON calendar, and today is Ekadasi as per ISKCON calendar. And the same thing occurs, I think it happened with Janmashtami also, if you remember, right? So nothing wrong about it. Each and every sampradaya they have lunar calculation would be there, solar calculation would be there. So there are a lot of calculations involved. So don't worry about that. That's a big topic again. But as per the ISKCON calendar, today is Ekadasi. Yeah, today is Ekadasi. Yeah. So I think I don't know how many of you seen the messages in the group. I have quoted an example of airbag. I hope everyone has a car here, right? Everyone has a car? Yes or no? No, you can be active. There is no punishment for not answering or wrong answering. So everyone has a car, and I think there is no one without airbags facility, right?
Yes, at least to rent
Yeah, airbags are there. Actually, just 2 days back, I was when some tuition was happening. I was waiting for my daughter to pick up, and I was waiting in the car, and I was seeing my steering. So there was the airbag written. I got one doubt: will this airbag really work if accident happens? Has anyone got this doubt? Huh? Tested it? No, it has to work. It has to work. You have to bear with my little bit voice disturbance in the middle. So yes, so tell me, how many of you have really had it? But I had, after seeing, because I was waiting for her, I was continuously seeing that airbag. Really, if it happens, will it really work? How many of you have 100% rock solid faith that airbag will work? Ruchi Mataji? You are having faith. Wonderful. You both are having faith. You have seen it, Mataji? Have you experienced it? Happened, okay. No. Now let us talk about the devotees who have not faced the situation of accident, and did you have the doubt? Will that airbag will work? Mataji, I think at least Mataji I can ignore because she already faced it and it has worked for her. But Amrita Mataji, she is having confidence. But what about others? Are we having 100% faith that airbag will work?
That's why we have percentage.
No, that's why I have faith.
Then only we have percentage.
Yeah.
Anything we have faith, then only we will do it.
Yeah, that's right.
So we have faith because somebody has tested it, somebody has claimed that it will work.
Yeah.
We have trusted that somebody.
Yes, somebody. That's a good point. Somebody. Now, that somebody, have you seen it?
Never.
You have never seen it, right? But you are believing it, right? What about others? Why others are not commenting? Have you? Please be vocal.
In some cases, we have literally seen in accidents the airbag pushing out.
No. In advertisement, for the purpose of advertisement, obviously they will show.
In real accidents we have seen. So based on that, we can believe that it works.
Yes.
Based on that.
Yeah, because I was just trying to correlate this session with airbag. So, by the way, who is Kamya Mataji? Oh, you are Kamya. That's okay, fine. Last 2-3 sessions I was having a doubt. I think Mataji told me. I think.
She's my sister.
Yeah. I was name and face. I was some mismatch. Yeah. So, why I was quoting the airbags example was, you have 100% faith that it will work, but you are not experienced it, right? And in the same way, with scriptures also, right? And no one will say that scriptures are bad. Have you, any one of you, at least I think you have minimum faith on scriptures are coming here, right? Scriptures, you believe it? Yes, sir? Yes, sir. Yes. So you believe in scriptures. Now, last class, I have given an example of a manual. But आज तो बुक हो गया आज आजा कब start करें. So what is the latest Electronic equipment you have purchased recently? What is the latest equipment you have purchased?
My mother's sister gave my mother an iPad.
iPad. So do you know how iPad works? Completely? Completely. 100%. Oh, did you read the manual or not? No manual. Without manual you read? No. No, for sure. Now, sit. Now, why I have quoted this example of iPad is, I think, I don't know whether I given this example last time or not, but a person tried to purchase a new phone after 3 years. A new phone he purchased, trying to purchase or about to purchase a new phone because he was in an impression that in his existing phone there is no feasibility of taking slow motion pictures or slow motion videos. That is the reason why he was planning to take a new phone after 3 years. But one other person told that, why are you taking a new phone? Then he told that since this slow motion feature is not there in my phone, I am planning to take a new phone. But this person told, Baba, Gade, तेरे phone में already slow motion का feature है. You are having a slow motion feature. Then why are you not trying it? Then once it was shown that there is a slow motion feature in his phone, then he was very happy. Like that, for a simple device, if there is a manual, why can't we think that scriptures, such a great scriptures, would be having a manual for the mankind? Have you ever imagined that? No, does it make sense or not, this logic? For simplest of the things, we have manuals. But for human life, how to lead, don't you think God or Vedas might have provided manual? Yes or no? Yes. Now, what are those manuals? Do you know when there is a separate mechanism at what time we need to sleep? Do you know at what time we need to wake up? How many hours we need to sleep ideally? Everything is there in Ayurveda. And again, similarly, I mean, there are a lot of things in Vedas which we can't dig it right away. Charging laptop charge. Yeah. So what I'm saying is, like that, similarly, there are a lot of things. As per scriptures, you know what is the definition of a good wife? When we call a woman a good wife, as per scriptures, good wife. Any guesses? Yeah, one simple logic is when in times of husband not having a wife, sorry, in times of husband not having a job, not wife, not job. So, in the times of in the times of adversity, when a husband is not having a job, then the behavior of a wife towards husband shows how good a wife is. You know. Similarly, there is even mentioned in Shastras that if man, human, especially man, has to sweat out a lot, has to do things which sweat a lot. You need to sweat. That is mentioned in Shastras. You need to sweat. If you are not sweating, you are inviting trouble. It may be in many forms, heart attack or some what other things. Man especially has to sweat out a lot. Now, the same thing is not applicable for women because they have menstrual cycles and automatically it is taken care. But this is must. Man has to sweat out a lot to have a healthy life to lead. So like that, I can go on what are there in Shastras. So like that, you know, last time in the first part we have seen all these things. I wanted to really go really quick. Today, at any cost, we need to finish this. I think already we have seen the manual, what is required. Ancient manual. Like that, there are a lot of Vedas, essence of art. So, you know, now at least in Satyuga, Dwapar Yuga or Treta Yuga, what was the human lifespan? Average human lifespan? Satyuga, what is the average?
Thousands of
lakh. 1 lakh years was the lifespan in Satyuga. 1 lakh. Now in Treta Yuga, what was the lifespan? 10,000. What in Dwapara Yuga? 1,000. Kali Yuga? 100. 100 was in the beginning. In the beginning of Kali Yuga. Now it might reduce a lot. Now, here there are only few Vedic literatures quoted. Now, our lifetime in Kali Yuga might not be sufficient to read each and every Vedic scriptures. That is the reason why it is said, Adi Shankaracharya, he has quoted this wonderful shloka. Shall we recite together? Sarva Upanishado Gavo Dogdha Gopala Nandana Pardho Vatsa Sudhir Bhokta Dugdham Gita Mritam Mahat. What does the mean? What is the translation? All the Upanishads are like a cow, and the milker of the cow is Sri Krishna, the son of Nanda. Arjuna is the calf. The beautiful nectar of Gita in the milk is the milk. Yeah, the beautiful nectar of the Gita is the milk, and the fortunate devotees of fine devotional intelligence are the drinkers and enjoyers of that milk. So basically the point what he is trying to convey here is that instead of reading all the scriptures, all the essence of all the scriptures is embedded in Gita. Now in Gita again, it might not be easy to understand. Then you need to approach the devotees of the Lord who are in Sampradaya. So that's what the point is stressed out here. So yeah. Here even Krishna also says, Sarvasya chaham hrudi sanniveshnu matta smritir gnanam apohanam cha vedescha sarver ahameva vedyo vedanta krit vedavid eva chaham. I am seated in everyone's heart, and from me come remembrance, knowledge and forgetfulness. By all the Vedas am I to be known. Indeed, I am the compiler of Vedanta and I am the knower of Vedas. I have been stressing this point last time. Lot of questions which you have might be addressed by starting chanting. Because 40% of the things you can understand externally, but if you are sincerely chanting, Krishna as a Paramatma in a living entity makes you know. If you are not attempting it, how will you know? As simple as that. There is a process, there is a goal, there is an environment. We should have, actually project management processes and all, everything is inspired from Bhagavad Gita only. If you carefully notice, there should be initially project, we take requirements and we come to a goal. What is the goal? Next we are having some processes to be followed, and what is the environment provided? Do you have enough number of technical resources? Do you have enough number of architects? Is there a PM project manager who is handling a project, is a PMP certified, or a project management credentials are there for him or not? Like that, similar to project management, similarly for knowing the knowledge of scriptures, we are having this environment as well. When I say environment, we should have a goal of self-realization. Self-realization is the goal, and no problem. Thank you very much. Thank you. So we are having a goal of knowing the God or self-realizing. Getting self-realized is the goal. Now the feeling of self-realization, how will it be, Prabhu? How will it be? How will it be? Now for that environment and process rate, when I say environment, India today we have environment, we have process, but people have forgotten the goal. As I said, we are having manual for each and all the humankind. Does the manual says that the goal of human life is to study superbly, stay in, purchase properties after properties, and make children study, having a good education, sending them to US and Australia? Is that the goal? As per the Shastras? I am not saying it's bad. Don't get me wrong. It's a part of our life, but there is more higher goal than that. Okay. So now, did people not change the knowledge of generation? I think we already discussed about that. People, the main goal or the main KPI, key performance indicator for a king during those days was to retain the scriptures what Parampara has provided. retain the scriptures. That was the goal. I think this already we have discussed. Only way to maintain peace and prosperity in kingdom was by making everyone learn Shastra and serve Brahmanas. This is the dharma of king. Not unlike now, where in first the education is provided with the intention of having a material knowledge gain and forget the spiritual entity. Earlier, before 60 years or so, always the Gurukulas used to be there, where the first priority was given for spiritual knowledge for the kids. First they should know what is the living entity, what is the goal of life and all. And after they know that, then only respective student used to have a knowledge in particular skill. Carpentry, a mathematics teacher, swimming teacher, dance teacher, music teacher and all. But before, spiritual education was given. Okay, Guru Parampara protected the knowledge from being misinterpreted for future generation. There are paramparas, I think already I discussed about that. So I think already we have discussed. You know, right, who has written the scriptures? Who has transcribed the scriptures? Vedavyas. Along with? Who was his partner? Vedavyas was the project manager. Who was the technical architect? Ganesha, yeah.
Only Mahabharata is written by Ganesha. They are remaining last time I
Yeah.
But four Vedas are now Sumanta, Gemini, Paila, and these four are within that. He has given the four Vedas to them.
Yes. I think our discussion is pending on that, Prabhu. Our discussion is pending. No, I'm not denying it all. But yes, we need to understand that Vedic scriptures is transcripted by great souls. Okay. So now coming to the next one, how do we know Vedic knowledge is true? Any answer? How do we know Vedic knowledge is true? Any guesses? How do we know Vedic knowledge is true?
Because it was first said by God himself.
Okay, yeah. Anything else? Any other answers?
Experience from our ancestors or gurus.
Yes. Some words used in Bhagavatam are eternally true. When I say some words used in Bhagavatam are eternally true. Some 500 or some words, some 500 or 600 years back. I don't know if it is Archimedes or a scientist or a philosopher, where he told that world is goal, circle. 500 or 600 years back, people were trying to chase him to death. Who is that personality? Galileo. Yes, Galileo. Galileo, 500 to 600 years back, he was chased for killing him for giving a wrong information, like saying that earth is round. But earth is round was mentioned 5000 years back itself. Bhugol. Bhu means earth, gol means round. And these references are there in Bhagavatam. Bhugol. So Christopher Columbus, Aristotle. So Srimad Bhagavatam was given. So Saptadvipa was mentioned in Bhagavatam. Again, Saptadvipa was also mentioned. That seven continents are not something like immediately it formed now, recently. It was there since long. This knowledge is there here. Similarly, time dimension, 360 days in a year was revealed in Srimad Bhagavatam, 4th canto, 27th chapter, 13th shloka. If you are interested, you can check that what is the time dimension? 360 days in a year was revealed in Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay, so all this was when scientists had to spend so much time fighting out. Even now they don't know how the time is moving, but it is mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam and a lot of other scriptures. There are a lot of references. Now, in continuation, Day of Brahma is 4.3 billion years. It is explained in 4.3 billion years. Means 4.3 billion is human years. 4.3 billion human years. It is explained. Do you know Brahma? Does Brahma also have to leave the body? Yes or no?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
100%? Yes. Okay. Good. Yes, you are right. It is explained in Srimad Bhagavatam that every 4.3 billion years, Lord Brahma sleeps and there will be a big devastation where Earth planet will enter Garbhodakshaya ocean. Scientific evidence, the geological time scale and an age for the Earth of 4.5 billion years rely heavily on the uranium, thorium and radiometric dating methods. With this you can even find it out in the YouTube or Google also. You will find the same answer. Okay, Garbho. Okay, that's a little bit advanced topic which we will be discussing in SSR-10. That is, who is God? There is Garbhodakshay Vishnu, there is Kshirodakshay Vishnu, there is Karnodakshay Vishnu. Karnodakshay Vishnu is the one Vishnu from Karan. He is the Karan of all the other Vishnus. Okay, let me give an example. Yogesh Prabhu is there. Yogesh Prabhu is the Karnodakshay Vishnu. It's a very vague example, don't take in literal sense. I'm just, for the sake of example, I'm saying. Yogesh Prabhu is a Karnodakshay Vishnu of your house. He stays in Zenith. Now, he expands as a Garbhodakshay Vishnu in office as a manager, in community as a community member, in sport, in cricket tournament as a cricketer. So himself he expands into multiple Vishnus. So Karnodakshay Vishnu is one Vishnu from where all the Vishnus emanate for in each and every Brahmanda. And each and every Brahmanda has a Garbhodakshay Vishnu. Garbhodakshay Vishnu. And from Garbhodakshay Vishnu there are all the living entities come up. We all are living entities. Like that 84 lakh species living entities would be there. And in each and every living entity there is a Paramatma. Also, same expansion. He is known as Kshirodakshay Vishnu. Okay, yeah, just a high level explanation. Okay. So Ganges water is always pure. Ganga comes from spiritual world and scriptures explain its water never becomes contaminated when stored. Have you tried this? Do you believe this?
Yes.
Huh? How are you able to say this?
I stored water in bottle and in one bottle the normal tap water.
Oh, okay.
So after like months, I've seen it again. So the Ganga water was saying, this is during school time.
Yeah, right.
And the other one, it was having some black belt.
Right. Yeah, so I mean, it's not a normal thing, bro. It's not a normal thing. Generally, I know when there is a separate pastime where Ganges, Mother Ganga requests Krishna that I'm getting polluted, I don't want to stay, I will come. But he says that don't worry, my devotees will be come to purify you. Generally, Ganges is the water which purifies normal public, but Krishna says that my pure devotees would be coming to you to purify you. So there are a lot of references like that. Yes, and it is proven also. It's not scientifically also. If you see, this water is still there with lot of devotees in especially main yajnas, main rituals. They sprinkle this Ganges water for auspiciousness. Okay. So this reference is also given in the Srimad Bhagavatam. Gomutra. The importance of Gomutra is to cure many diseases. Ayurveda using cow urine is almost all its medicines it is used. Do you believe it? 100%?
Yes.
Do you drink Gomutra? How many of you drank Gomutra here? Yes, I also. Yes. Actually, I mean, it's very tough situation, especially my kids, you know. At least when I was kid, at least 2 months or 2.5 months in a year, I used to stay in village. At least I have a touch with the village and village environment. Now my kids, I try to force them. I go to my Vaishnava Seva Kunj Goshala, where my Leelan Prabhu, my Shiksha Guru has a Goshala, when we all devotees are taking care, and each and every devotee take care one Gomata. Lakshmi Mataji, Deepa Mataji, a lot of other devotees are there who are taking care of one Gomata. So like that I am taking care of a bull. So we try to go, I invite them and I call my kids, and in front of them I try to take the gobar and try to put it in a separate place. You also come, I say, and if I drink urine, they, how you can do this, man? When it's very taboo thing for them. Touching a gobar is like a crime. What kind of crime you are doing, Dad? That's the thing. Somehow we are trying, and we sometimes we go and try to inspire. We went to one devotee. Is a devotee who is taking care of Pungaluru cows. Have you heard Pungaluru?
Yes.
Huh? Baby cows, yes. I think you might have seen some video also. They're small, though the age is good, but it will be very small statured gomatas. So I went there once. So he was telling the difference, water, milk, and he tested with some acids also. See, this is how you purity check, purity you do. So personally, live I have seen how they are checking the purity of cow urine. He stays in Lingapalli station, nearby Lingapalli station. You know that Prabhuji Mataji? He has given one session also to us, the importance of Gomata Sangha. You remember that one session? Yeah. So I had, but it's a very curable thing. I have personally seen a lot of devotees who are having. I have personally seen one devotee who was having cancer, and after having this urine, cow urine with some other Ayurvedic medicine, over the period the cancer got cured. English medicines could not, save it, but luckily got cured. So cow urine or any, I think in this world, no other animal's output is this pure as cows. Yeah. Okay. How do we know? Continuation. How do we know Vedic knowledge is true? Like there are a lot of examples. Gobar. Today even science has agreed and using cow dung in many medicines. Cow dung is used to wash houses, deities to keep it clean and good fragrance. Actually, my own village, now at least building has come, but in my childhood there used to be hut. There used to be huts. In huts we used to stay, and every alternate day, my grandmother and my mom, they used to illu alakatam antaru. They used to, with gobar, we used to clean the house. And in the same gobar, it used to get dried, and we used to sit on it, and insects won't come, snakes won't come. Lot of benefits are there. On the same dry gobar, we used to sit. And now also somebody tested on mobile also, the radiations it stops. That's what I heard. I have not tested it, but personally, but there are a lot of uses with gobar also. The name itself says, right? Govar. Var means what? What do you mean by var? वो सोच रहा है मैं आगे क्यों बैठा? What is the meaning of हिंदी में वर बोलते हैं ना? मैं तेरे को वरदान देता हूँ बोलते हैं ना? वर का मीनिंग क्या है? ना ये सेंटेंस सुना है? मैं आपको वरदान देता हूँ बेटा, आज से नेक्स्ट 1 वीक तक आपको आईफोन फुल मिलेगा, मम्मी डैडी कुछ भी नहीं कहेंगे, ऐसा वरदान देता हूँ. What do you mean by वरदान? Ashirvad, okay, I take it. What else? Blessing. That's also fine. I'm looking for a more prompt answer. I think you can do it. No? Okay, it's a benediction. So, go var. Var means, giving a benediction or helping you with, even if you are not qualified, you are getting a mercy. Do you know the difference between kindness and mercy? Kripa and Daya. Kripa and Daya. What does it mean? You don't know. Please resist. Kripa and Daya. What is the meaning? Difference? Amrita Mataji, doubt ga unnaru. So I think you should tell.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out the difference. Which context we use.
Yeah, any context. Kripa and Daya are more Sanskrit words. Kripa and Daya. Sometimes, when you are eligible for something, you will be getting Kripa. Daya or mercy means for the thing for which you are not eligible, but still you are getting it. That is Daya. Mercy. Mercy means you are not eligible, but still you are getting mercy. Unfortunate is, sometimes we don't know that we are getting mercy. That is more unfortunate. So that is anyway. Govar means the name itself, it is there. It is the benediction of God. Govar. Lord Krishna was bathed by Lord Krishna was bathed by Vrajavasis with cow dung after Putana was killed. You know? Do you believe? वो महाभारत में दिखाया नहीं ना? नहीं दिखाया ना? नहीं दिखाया. But किया है as per scriptures, as per acharyas, he was bathed with the gobar. So like that, cow dung is used in many medicines. Cow dung is used to wash houses, deities to keep it clean, and good fragrance also. I think washing deities also they do it. I have seen it personally. So human embryology by Lord Kapila. I think I don't want to dig, but still, do you want to see the video?
Yes.
Once again?
We have seen
Huh? We have not seen it. You have seen it? Not seen it? How many of you want? Okay, that way. I know it's a 7-minute long video, you have to bear. Okay? Embryology, because human embryology by Lord Kapila, even today scientists and doctors are puzzled by the levels of detail in which human birth is explained by Lord Kapila millions of years ago to his mother Devahuti. How a baby is formed In each and every week, what are the things which is formed? Which is the first sense which is formed? Which is the first sense of a baby formed in the mother's womb? Huh? Huh? Yes, yes, ears are formed. Okay.
And all that is explained in Bhagavatam, which is written 5,000 years ago. It's already there. But through the scientific research, even
Yeah,
now
read.
they still Bhagavatam.
Bhagavatam, the third canto, Kapila. Kapila Mahamuni and conversation between Kapila Mahamuni and Devahuti, son and mother. Son and mother, it is
He's
explained.
explaining at every each what is the development which is happening, which organs are forming when, and what senses are forming at what time.
Yeah.
Now
So,
you will see in the video.
for everyone. Full screen. Yeah, carefully. Huh? Oh, sorry. Okay. Okay. So, back. So already we have seen. So this is the. Yeah. So you both are seeing for the first time this one. Huh? First time. Yeah, actually it's wonderful. Actually, only it is capturing 7 to 8 minutes of video, but in the Bhagavatam, the conversation between Devahuti and Kapila Mahamuni, it was wonderful conversation. So I think third canto, yes, third canto, very very nice conversation where son talks to his mother Devahuti about service to husband and how the janma happens and all. One very nice conversation, I think. Need to know. So like that, there are so many proofs saying that how do we know? I mean, bacteria in fire. No one believed that there is a living entity in fire. But it is already recently proven, and someone got a Nobel Prize also, if I am not wrong, proving that the living entity is live in fire also. But in Shastras explain that living entities does exist or do live in fire. So like that, Tulsi plant, Tulsi Maharani even is known as Vrunda Devi, the queen of Vrindavan forest, is worshipped in Vedic civilization. Tulsi is offered to Lord Krishna and is later taken as prasada by the devotees. Science also now agrees with the amazing medicinal powers that Tulsi has cured diseases including cancer. You know that, right? The importance of Tulsi Maharani. So like that, did Vedic scriptures reveal future? Yes or no? What? Tell me one. What they have written?
End of Kali.
When? Everything has to end. End of Kali. When? How many? Wait, tell me. Since you told end, when it will end? Still, how many years are there to end? Let Prabhuji try once.
100,000 years.
Actually, Kali Yuga has 4,32,000 years, and we have just finished 5,000 years. 5,252 or something, to precise. So still we are having 4,27,000 years to end. Just to 4,26,000. I don't know how many lives we have to go through with the duration, but yes. So yes, what else? Any other things which you feel the scriptures have predicted future? Anything? Huh? Kalki, yeah. Kalki avatar is the last Vishnu avatar of this cycle, which he will be coming in the fag end of Kali Yuga. So Lord Buddha's arrival was predicted. Srimad Bhagavatam was compiled 5,000 years ago, and Lord Buddha's arrival was predicted with details including his birthplace, his parents' names, and his activities in Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, 3rd chapter, 24th shloka. If you see, already it was predicted 5,000 years back. So like that, Lord Chaitanya's arrival was predicted. There are so many references of Lord Chaitanya's appearance in Srimad Bhagavatam, Padma Purana, Vishnu Sahasranama, prayers, and many more actually. Yeah. So how many of you know Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Okay, how many of you don't know Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Let me ask this. Yeah, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Yeah, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has come 500 years. He is another avatar of Lord Vishnu. So there's a whole in detail description of appearance of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Probably we'll discuss in SSR-10 session, that is who is God. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is a Vishnu avatar. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Vishnu avatar who came 500 years back. Recently we went to Puri. 3 weeks back we were in Puri, where almost half of his life he spent in Puri. Half of his life, almost 25 or 26 years, I think. 25 to 26 years he spent in Puri.
His name comes in our medical education also as, one of the reformer of Bhakti.
Yes. Even in CBSE syllabus, somewhere it is mentioned. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has, this quote name was there, I remember. Only one sentence it was given. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he revived the Bhakti movement again. Something like that was there in the CBSE, Kendriya Vidyalaya.
Basically, totally lived for 48 years.
48 years, yes.
24 years of sannyasa, where Puri as the base.
Yes.
But he lived there practically for 18 years. 6 years went in yatra.
South India.
South India yatra.
But almost for 15-16 years he was there in a single room, I think. 18 years. 18 years he was there in a single room. We visited Gambhira. Gambhira, yes. Anyway, Srila Prabhupada's appearance was also predicted in Brahma Vaivarta Purana. In conversation with Ganga Devi, Lord Krishna describes that after 5000 years of Kali Yuga have passed, his mantra Upasaka, the great sage and worshipper of Krishna's holy name, will appear and spread the chanting of Krishna's names in the form of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, not only in India but throughout the world. Even in Sri Chaitanya Mangala, it is predicted by Srila Lochana Das Thakur. It's not only few names were given here, but there are a lot of references of Srila Prabhupada's appearance here. It's not only Srila Prabhupada, even Jesus Christ, Muhammad, was it? Prophet Muhammad, all their arrivals were mentioned in Shastras. Okay? Yeah? No. These particular references were in other Padma Purana is there. For example, here it is. Chaitanya Mangala and Brahma Vaivarta Purana. Srila Prabhupada's appearance, it was mentioned in Brahma Vaivarta Purana. So now Kalki's, even Lord Kalki's arrival was predicted. Now it is a future prediction. In the fag end of Kali Yuga, Kalki would be coming. Thereafter, at the conjunction of two yugas, the Lord of the creation will take his birth as the Kalki incarnation and become the son of Vishnu Yasha. At this time, the rulers of the earth will have degenerated into plunderers. So Lord Kalki will appear in the home of most eminent Brahmana of Shambhala village, the great soul of Vishnu. Even his parents' names are also given. In future, who is going to take birth? But now there are a lot of Kalkis. I think in South India saying that I am the Kalki. But that's wrong. They have changed the names as per the scriptures. The unfortunate thing is people are literally following. They are misusing the Shastra. So now they have changed their names to this thing. They have changed their parents' names. All these things are doing, a lot of gimmicks are happening. So there are a lot of references I have given here. The recording it will be there. So Vishnu Purana, Mahabharata, Agni Purana, Padma Purana, Srimad Bhagavatam, a lot of references are there for Kalki Avatar appearance. Now,
basically, all this is mentioned not just to show the dates and names.
Yes.
It is telling us that how the scriptures have everything authentic information, be it about the past millions of years or be it about the future. We have all the information there. It's just that we are not tapping that information.
Yeah. Thanks, ma'am.
Srimad Bhagavatam is also
Where?
previous.
So that's right. Srimad Bhagavatam reference, Buddha appearance is there. Buddha appearance is mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay. Oh, sorry. This one? Here, Lord Kalki will appear in the home of in the Srimad Bhagavatam, 12th canto, 2nd chapter, 18th shloka, it is mentioned about the appearance of Kalki. Kalki and who are there, which place he will appear. Who are his parents? What are the parents' names going to be? All this mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam, 12th canto, 2nd chapter, 18th shloka.
What time in Kali Yuga will he appear there? That should have been mentioned.
Yes, in the fag end of the Kali Yuga, he will be appearing. And yes, and in the end, at that time, the age.
It wrote outcast mediators before the saints.
What is it called?
The last one.
She refers to Lord Kalki as the killer of Malechas, outcast mediators who pose as kings. See, right now, already you are seeing how the politics are there, how the politicians are there at this moment. At this moment. Now imagine 1000 years back how it can be. Just 1000 years back. Now itself, we are in a situation that we are in a bad situation that we need to choose the best among the worst. I'm sorry to say that. Now we are in a very sorry state that we need to choose a best among the worst people. Now itself, just 5000 years of Kali Yuga, we are in this situation. Now imagine 4 lakh, after 4 lakh years, how it will be. Everyone will be, here in Bhavishya Purana it is mentioned that even if you try to put a seed in the banks of a river, flowing river, if you are putting a seed, it will not grow. That is mentioned now. It might be very pessimistic. Since there is no food, plants or vegetarianism, people will eat their own flesh. They will be, I'm sorry to say this, people will eat their own kids. Already, if you see, man eating already started. Uganda president and all, you have seen, right? Cannibals. It's a very few cases we are seeing right now. It's not that prevalent now. But there are cases still now that cannibalism is there. Now imagine 4 lakh years after. Just think about it. Yeah. Now already business is going. I think in the upcoming slides it is there. I will show it. So geography adds in a casual conversation. In a casual conversation with Dhritarashtra and Sanjaya. So Dhritarashtra, was he blind? श्रेयांशा रेयान धृतराष्ट्र मालूम है कौन है कौरवों का पापा है वंडरफुल संजय का नाम सुना है कौन है वो कम ऑन यू कैन डू इट राइट वंडरफुल so in a casual conversation between Dhritarashtra and Sanjaya, Dhritarashtra asked Sanjaya, I am goody, so how the world appears? How I am blind, how the world appears? He asked Sanjaya. Then Sanjaya, in a casual conversation, he told this. He told that as a person can see his own face in a mirror, even so is the island called Sudarshanas seen in the lunar disk. 2 of its parts seem to be people tree, while 2 other look like a large hair. What do you mean by hair? What do you mean by hair? Not this H-A-I-R is this. Rabbit, yes, wonderful. Like a large hair, it is surrounded on all sides with assemblage of every kind of deciduous plants. Besides these portions, the rest is all water. This is a casual conversation Sanjaya tells Dhritarashtra. Now, as per his description, it looks something like this. Right? Hair, people tree, and somewhere deciduous plants, and rest all is water. It does look like this. Now we need to invert it. Okay? When we do this, it comes like this, and finally this, and finally this. So he was describing how a world looks in a casual conversation. It's not even a biggest philosophy I have to tell, some biggest thing I am going to say. In a casual conversation, he made Dhritarashtra to imagine world, in which shape does it look. So this is how it looks. Blind man can understand our Vedic knowledge.
Point is, at that time they didn't know how it looked. They didn't have the mechanism to go out and see the mirror. But they could see the, which means that
Okay.
that is the kind of information which is available in scriptures.
So there are a lot of things. I am just going through few of them. Kali Yuga's conditions are predicted. Srimad Bhagavatam explains so many things related to Kali Yuga, our current age now here. Srimad Bhagavatam Canto 12 Chapter 2 it says Sri Shuka Uvacha Tataschanu Dinam Dharma Satyam Saucham Kshamadaya Kalena Balina Rajan Nakshatya Ayur Balam Smriti means Sukadeva Goswami said. Sukadeva Goswami said to whom? Okay, right. Then, O king, religion, truthfulness, cleanliness and tolerance, mercy, duration of life, physical strength and memory, with all diminished day by day because of the powerful influence of age of Kali. It's already predicted. Kali Yuga, how it. That's the reason why Vedavyas has given a written form for us to read. Otherwise, before that, there were no written forms. Everything was they used to understand in a single go. Our memory chip will be lost because people already know. Okay. So some predictions made on further are hypocrisy. Number 1 feature of Kali Yuga. Hypocrisy. Right? You know what is hypocrisy? You don't know? Hypocrisy. You also don't know? Huh? They are no innocent. Anyway, you will come to a situation where you will know what is hypocrisy. Number 1 feature, hypocrisy. Anyway, there are a lot of things. Quarrel. People fight for no good reason. There will be no peace. No, there is no reason required for fighting. Rehan, क्यों मुझे ऐसे देख रहा है? क्यों देख रहा है? क्यों हंस रहा है? बस झगड़ा डर गया सच में वो. Yeah, so there is no valid reason is required for quarreling in this Kali Yuga. Okay, like that, cleanliness, illicit sex will become a common unhealthy lifestyle will be glorified. And I don't want to dwell into this topic because I being in a corporate, there are some things we as a corporate are not under our purview. There are a lot of employees who work in night shifts and all how things happen. Husband daytime में काम करता है, wife night time में काम करती है. So she is not getting a moral support from husband. So some other person would be there to provide moral support to her, and like that the things go on. And sometimes it comes to us, and then as an organization we never take responsibility of what are the things are happening in the outside. So I don't want to dwell into this topic, but this has become more, especially these days, and is going to be rampant in the coming days. Today, actually, Shanti, I was my kid. Sometimes we can't avoid, sometimes I can't avoid. Their friends, along with their friends, are going to Gandipet. I asked, why are you going to Gandipet? No, daddy, only some cafe we will go, and we'll go. There's a government park is there. After park, we'll go to Ishta restaurant. That's it. That's the only plan. And then park. What park is that? Is it a government park or is it a private park? I inquired. At least what best I can do is I have to inquire so that at least they know, अरे इसका बाप छोड़ने वाला नहीं. Like that, I called each and every friend of her and ensured that it's a government park and all. So somehow, things are not good. Right? Gandipet is known for many wrong reasons. So yeah, so like this, a lot of things are there. Traditional eat inside, pass outside. Modern eat outside, pass inside. goes on. Go on. Mercy. There will be no value for life. People will feel innocent for sense gratification. I think I already told you. People, they are making chocolates in US of beef, cow. They are making chocolates with beef. And if you ask, do you know where this milk is coming? He will not say it is coming from cow. He will say it is coming from fridge. No, fridge or grocery store. They don't know that milk is coming from cow. That is the unfortunate situation in US. So like that, there is a business going on with what do you call fetus business, especially in China. There is a demand for fetus eating also. Human fetus is not other animal feeding. Now it started. Just in India, it's not attacked. But I don't want to dwell or make you pessimistic. But things are really becoming worse.
All this is
Predicted in future. Yes, predicted in Srimad Bhagavatam. Some more prediction. Duration of life. In Kali Yuga, duration of life will decrease drastically. At least 100 years is started. Kali Yuga was started with 100 years lifespan. Now currently it is 60 to 65. But in future it is going to be 25 at the max. 25. By the end of Kali Yuga, it will be 25 years. Physical strength, Physical strength, no need to talk. Right? How much physical strength we are having? At least I can boast of in my family, I am relatively better. In my grandpa, still he has a name in the village or in the complete mandal that Kandra Picharangaya. Gundittina Kandra Picharangaya, as they say. Gundittina Picharangaya means there is a big round spherical shaped stone would be there. You need to lift that with a, even in the villages still they play. They need to lift with a towel or 2 hands, and they need to put this back with the left hand like this. So left hand.
Reminds me of Hercules.
Hercules, yeah, something like that. So still the name is there. Till after my grandpa did that act in somewhere around 1940 or 1950, till date no one has did that act. So I can boast that my Gundittina picture yeah, I don't know. No. It automatically happened. It's not the intention. But I'm talking about physical strength would be drastically reduced in Kali Yuga. And I don't know, any of you have gone to Salajing Museum? Have you been to? Have you ever tried experimenting by lifting the sword which is there in Salajing Museum? Anyone? No, Salajing Museum. No, Golconda might be there, but in Salajing Museum there is a series of swords placed. Swords. Chara ek bar police pakade, security pakade, ek bar try karo. No, just at the first what they will say, Hey, Buddhunda, they will I'm not encouraging it's getting recorded, but try to lift it. It's very heavy. And that heavy swords, they used to lift a whole day. For us, lifting for 1 minute, we will shake it. Okay, that is the physical strength. Leaders, anyway, there are a lot of things. So people are scared of any austerity. So some more predictions. Memory, everyone's memory will be decreasing. I think no need to talk, right? Are you sure everyone's memory is gone, right? That is the reason why they are written form. I don't know. It's not like 1,000 years back or 5,000 years back memory was good. Even 60 years back in Doordarshan there used to be a program called Chakradhara. No. What is that? Some memory program used to be there where you know what they used to say. They used to keep a person and they used to tell him 100 questions with answers. Rehan used to sit here. I will tell him 100 questions with answers. Now, 10 minutes break would be provided. Then I will ask him, what was the 9th question? What is the answer? He used to answer. Getting my point? 100 questions non-stop he will tell. I will tell, and he will memorize. And after 10 minutes break, I will ask him, 73rd question kya hai or what is the answer? That program was there in Doordarshan, like that, testing the power of memory. But now, since that we don't like people having high memory, that program itself cancelled because there are no demand for those programs, so it got cancelled. Okay, so that was the power of memory. So 18,000 verses repeated by Sutta Goswami, just hearing them once from Sukadeva Goswami. You know that, right? The conversation happened between Sukadeva Goswami and Parishit Maharaj. In that assembly, once Sutta Goswami was there, one sage was there, and that Sutta Goswami only heard once 18,000 shlokas, and he repeated 18,000 shlokas for another set of sages. That was the memory power 5,000 years back.
They were called Shrutidhars, right?
Shrutidhars, yes. So now it's not the situation. This is the Shrutidhar program. This is the one. Anyway, like that, no one can remember even contact numbers now. For example, if your mobile is lost, you are another. You are motherless. At least you remember your father and mother's cell numbers. At least I remember my wife's number, my dad's number, my mom's number. Even my cell is lost, their numbers, luckily I remember. But now the situation, especially the generations, if the mobile is lost, that's it, they are lost. They are lost. You just literally you check with your kids. If you are having mobile, what is your mother's number? Mobile. What is your father's number? Thank you. You are safe. Yeah. Yeah, without mobile they are remembering. Yeah, that's good. They are in safe hands. They might not be remembering. Yeah, that's also a valid point. So like that, food will be sold. It was predicted 5,000 years back. Food will be sold. In fact, 60 years back, food was not sold. I think Prabhuji can say, when 1960, 1970, food never used to be sold. There used to be satras in villages and cities. On business purposes, people used to go and they were having a freedom to donate, but that was never sold. And water also. 1990 till 1990, there was never water sold. Can you imagine water was sold? Water was never sold earlier? No? Ask your mom and dad. Okay? Yeah. So this all was predicted like this. Yeah. Again, a lot of things are there. We need to cover quickly. Education will be sold. 3 things: education, health, and food. If these 3 things are saleable, then Kali Yuga progress will be very fast. Express. Before that, Kali Yuga progress was like a goods bundle. But when these 3 things, food, health, education, if these 3 are sold, the Kali Yuga will progress very fast. Because even education selling means they will be for profit. One school was there, my Shiksha Guru was saying for their kids, if you take food here in college only, they will allow you to join institute. Because they are devotees, they wanted to only give prashadam to the kids. But they were requesting if you can relax, or you can please excuse us for not having food here. food here, and only we'll pay the education cost, but they are not ready at all. So that is the situation. They are making it as a sellable thing now. So spiritual and material education can never be bought or sold. Education is the biggest business today, producing valueless society. Water will be sold. Already we have seen. Even oxygen also started, right? Oxygen selling also started. So think about it. Prabhuji, please don't see that situation. Please get realized. Get out from this world. Some more predictions. Air will be sold. Seriously, I don't know kids have seen it or not. Villages I don't know that feeling when the rain comes and the greenery is there, smell. Have you seen it? Have you experienced? I don't know kids have experienced. You did? What about you, Rihan? What is it? Good or bad? Smell, how was the smell? Fresh air smell. Good? There is no other option for him. He has to tell good. You're bad bolunga to ye pakad legi. Yeah, people will eat fetus anyway. I don't want to dwell this topic as I already discussed. Male and female will eat fetus meat because there are no grains available. Mother Earth will not allow to grow any seed if you are trying to sow. That will be the situation in future. Size of a person will be in inches by end of Kali. In inches, yes. People will only eat meat, practically anything moving. I already have seen it. I told you, right? I went to Spain. I stayed in Club Med. Club Med is a big restaurant, hotel chains there in Spain, Malaga, France, Opio, Club Med. I mean, it was very tough for me to take and leave about onion and garlic. Vegetarian food finding was very difficult. But somehow Krishna helped me there. One cook was there and she was from Udupi. And she, by seeing my Kantimala, she wished me, I wished her, and for 3 days she sent me idli sambar without onion garlic in Spain. Now tell me what is the probability? And you know, all kinds of animals were hanging there. Live.
Unfortunately, chicken and sheep is also considered vegetarian there.
You know what, Mataji? One Rayoni was one of my colleagues. I know it's getting recorded. Rayoni was my colleague when I was working in Ericsson, Stockholm, and she was a Bengali, and she was giving me a logic. Mahesh, fish is not a non-vegetarian. Fish is a flower. It is a sea flower. Jalapushpa. So if you don't eat, if all the fishes will increase, how ocean will not be able to bear, right? Somewhere we need to balance it. She was giving this logic to me, and adjacent to her, one of my colleagues was there. Then he stopped her further commenting because he knows me. If I get into it, I will really get deep into it. So
this was conversation was from Spain.
No, in Stockholm in 2019 between me and Rayoni, one of my colleague. She was a project manager, and I was working with her in Stockholm, 2018-2019 period. She was giving a logic that nothing wrong in eating fish. It's a vegetarian. It's a jalapushpa, water flower. That's the logic she was giving, and I was about to give her back, but luckily my friend stopped me. Raja, he's a director, short story director. So people, that's how it is, right? Plant will not grow even on the shore of a river. There will be no word God after the first. And by the way, Kali Yuga, first 10,000 years of Kali Yuga is known as golden period of Kali Yuga, because at least if we say God, if we try to practice, at least if today morning I was chanting here. If I'm chanting, today morning I came and I was chanting in the clubhouse ground floor. So some of the other residents were going for walking and all. They were seeing, some guy is chanting and all. Even they were leaving. But after 10,000 years, if anyone takes a name of a god or a religion word, they would be chased to death. That would be the situation. Now only 5,000 years are over. Still 5,000 years are there where you can rely. If you are doing at least they will appreciate, or at least they will be neutral. But after 10,000 years, it is said that whoever is trying to practice the spiritual things, they will be chased. Even religious people will hide in mountains or caves after 10,000 years. It is also predicted. Why are there so many scriptures? Vedas are called Apaurusha as means. What is Apaurusha? Not by human origin. Scriptures are revealed in different places on the planet. Truth is revealed based on the condition of people of that region. Based on the condition of that region. Now see, Prophet Muhammad, condition of people. There, people only heard to him because when he was talking about God and message of God, nobody heard, and they were trying to chase him to kill. But once he started killing thousands of people, then he's someone great guy. So we need to hear him. Then people started hearing to him, Prophet Muhammad. So depending on the place, time and circumstances, God will reveal His knowledge accordingly, depending on the people's consciousness. It's not that only ISKCON only has to go to each and every place. But as I said, each and every human entity in this world at least will be getting one chance for self-realization. And it's at that point, if you are not leveraging your free will properly, you have to take another birth. Jesus was fully realized, but he told, I can tell you much more, but you cannot bear it now. Try to understand that Jesus was dealing with the people who are shepherds. For shepherds, if I say, Mangalati, you need to do early morning 5 o'clock, you need to get up, will he tell no? So, to whatever extent he could take, the same thing, right? Even in our class also, if a candidate is getting frequently every year is failing in class, will you give a target of 90% and above? I will give a target of 50% above pass rate. Vihanga, please rate. How much percentage you are getting right now? Jhoot mat bolna.
If there are 50 marks, I get 46.
Oh, 46. 46 बोलते कितना percentage? You are getting 46%. 46 marks. You should tell the percentage.
23%.
No, it is 92%. Okay, so 92%. Now, for the 92% guy, we can always say you need to aim for class first rank. Mummy बोलती नहीं क्या? 92% ला रहा है, class first क्यों नहीं आ रहा है, right? So similarly, if a candidate is failing continuously less than 35, you should give a target of only 50. If a candidate is getting 50, you should give a target of 70. So like that, the consciousness of the people whom Jesus was dealing with was not in Sattva-guna people. He was dealing with the people who are in Tamoguna or Rajoguna. So depending on that only he revealed. Similarly, Prophet Muhammad says, at least don't have with your mother and sister. At least, that is the reason of the burqa and all. At least don't have. You are getting right what kind of people Prophet Muhammad was dealing with. And for him, that was the main thing. He is not giving elevated information of God or any scriptures. Could Jesus and Prophet Muhammad preach Bhagavad Gita and Varnashram Dharma to people in such low level of consciousness? It will not work. Bhagavatam itself is a scripture meant for the people who are there in mode of goodness. You know, right? Each and every scripture is also in some mode. First six scriptures are in mode of goodness. Next 6 are in Rajoguna, like that. So, why there are so many scriptures? Vedas, Quran, Bible and authorized scriptures say the same message. Surrender to one all-powerful Supreme Lord. Surrender to one Supreme, all-powerful Supreme Lord. All say the same thing. La ilaha illallah. There is one Supreme Lord, Allah. Only one Supreme Lord. That's what Islam says. Word Islam means to surrender. Sharanagati. Telugu mein Sharanagati. Sharanagati. Do you know the intensity of the word of surrender? Can you have a faith on God? Can you have a faith on Guru? Because when we say Guru, we always try to think about our teachers, school teachers, college teachers, who are giving material education for us. But what about the Gurus who are giving spiritual knowledge? So to surrender. In Islam, after one dies, one can go to Jannat and Jahannam. There are only two things, Jannat and Jahannam. There is no concept of 14 lokas. Pitru Loka, Brahma Loka, Satya Loka, Tapa Loka, Jana Loka, Atala Sutala, Kata, Tala Tala, Patala Lokas. They don't have that knowledge. They only have, if you die, you go to hell or heaven. That's it. Lord Krishna, final message to Arjuna, Sarva Dharma Parityaja, which means abandon all other duties and surrender to me completely. Surrender to me completely. Now this spiritual knowledge also can become entertainment. Entertainment. కృష్ణుడు చెప్పారు, కృష్ణుడే ఎంతమంది గోపికలతో ఆడాడు, చీరలు లాగాడు, మనం లాగితే తప్పలేదు, మనం ఒక్కడి చీరకి అలా లాగాడు. They might derive their own logic. So be careful. You should need a guidance of devotees, proper devotees and gurus who are striving hard. Vedas are like mother who always speaks for our welfare. Level of details of in different scriptures, but the absolute truth remains the same. What is happening, Rehan, to that person? Guess. Guess. No punishment for what is happening. What exactly has happened? What do you think? What has happened? Guess. Stomach pain. Okay. Very tension. Stomach pain. Tension. Okay. Stabbed him. Okay. ये आइडिया मेरे को अभी तक इतने सालों में आया नहीं मेरे को. All these years, this logic I didn't get. Thank you. Anyway, that's also a valid answer. Okay. Any other options? Anyone? What is happening? One is stomach ache. Someone stabbed him. Anything else? If I ask the kid, I think dad has eaten a lot. Right? I think dad has eaten a lot. And if I ask some more Rehan's age, he will say, mom always tells dad, don't eat acidic food, he's in trouble again. Masala jada mat kha rahe. You will be in trouble. So that's the logic of Rehan. Now, teenager, maybe it's appendicitis. Same pose, but different answers. It might be right also, right? Maybe appendicitis. Now, doctor, I think it's a nerve press and he needs some tests. Doctor thinks like that. He needs surgery now, surgeon. He needs surgery. Now, really, hospitals, no, they are crazy, Prabhuji. I mean, it is crazy. Issue nahi hai, issue banane ka. So level of detail is different in scriptures, but the absolute truth remains the same. Level of detail might be varying depending on the consciousness of the people. But actual problem, now who is correct? All are, because the answer was dependent on their level of consciousness. But actually, uska pant loose tha. Loose pant pant, I guess. Actual answer is that. Okay, so why there are so many scriptures? More explanations given for the same absolute truth in Vedic scriptures. A for apple. Now thoda aage jayenge to apple is a healthy fruit. Same question, when it's a different thing we are trying to convey. So like that, more detailed information of same God is given in Vedic scriptures. Like Islam, form of God. Form of God, Brahman understanding, and it is formless in Islam. And Christianity, the sun is the image of the invisible God, the firstborn over all creation. Again, it's a imageless. And Vedic scriptures, Krishna is known as the Satchidananda Vigraha. His spiritual form is the embodiment of eternity, knowledge and bliss. Daily activities of God is not mentioned in Islam or Christianity. Brahman understanding, not much details given. Not much details given in the relation to his activities. But in scriptures it is given. 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam and other Vedic scriptures give hour by hour detail of what God does from morning till evening. Even in today, in Udupi, every day they sing a lullaby. Every day night they sing a lullaby. So like that, there is a hour by hour detail is given in Bhagavatam what God does. Lot of religions they don't say this. So what is the qualification of any writing to be called as scriptures? Okay, tell me, what is the qualification for any writing to be called as scripture? Prabhuji, I will write a book on how teenage boys have to effectively speak and should not be silent in meetings or sessions. I will write a book. By seeing Rehan, like I am getting an inspiration within me that I need to write a book that how teenage boys have to be stage fear free and should be active, not dull. I will write a book. Will that become, can I call it as a Veda? Can I call it as a Veda? Why?
Should be applied to applicable for all the situations.
All the situations. Very good. Anything else? Very nice answer. Very good. Very good. Anything else? Why whatever I write or you write, why I can't call that writing as Vedas or scripture?
Authority is wrong.
Huh? Okay. Yeah. Anyway, in the interest of time, let us see this. It should be written, what general people think, it should be written on leaves. And higher understanding about absolute truth, it might have originally written on leaves, but its message can now be preserved by modern printings. The thing is that knowledge which is written, it is applicable in any era of the time. It's applicable in Treta Yuga, Kali Yuga, Satyuga, Dwapar Yuga, in all the yugas, whichever is applicable, that is called Vedas. You should have high philosophy that no one can understand. General people understanding Vedas means you should have high philosophy, then it should not be understood by everyone. That is the general thinking. But what exactly Vedas means? Knowledge that is meant to be understood. Vedas are the knowledge which can be understood even for a common man. Earlier, there used to be big pandits used to come in a village and come together and discuss about the knowledge of God, not to prove their supremacy. That I explained about God very nice, you explained about God very low. It's not a competition. It's not to say that you are wrong or you are right. It's to present the knowledge of God more effectively. A lot of people might understand, probably for Rehan or kids, we could tell in a different way. There is a separate teenage classes going on. The brahmacharis who come, they tell the knowledge in a different way. For elders, they might be, so for example, so many elders might not like jokes. Sometimes I go to ISKCON events and I give a session. Why do bad things happen to good people? A lot of brahmachari population will be there. So I need to give a session accordingly to suit their consciousness. I add live examples which they can correlate with. So like that, Vedas means knowledge that is meant to be understood easily, not to complicate things. A lot of people have an impression that it is very complicated knowledge and general people like us, we can't understand. That is the impression you have. But if you take a proper guidance, you can understand in a proper sampradaya. Scripture is written by humans based on their advanced intelligence. No. Knowledge in scripture is revealed by Supreme Lord only to the saints in parampara, disciplinary succession, and it cannot be self-realized by anyone outside the parampara. That's right. That's the main important point, Prabhuji. Who is giving scriptural knowledge outside the market? You need to, unhesitatingly, you should ask which sampradaya you belong. Once you ask that, if they are not comfortable answering it, then you have to come out of it. That means that's not the authentic knowledge. That's it. Do all philosophy lead to one God? Part of Vedic which is combined by Veda Vyasa? Yes. Vedangas. And there are a lot of Vedangas provided here: Shiksha, Chanda, Nirukta, Vyakarna, Jyotisha, Kalpasutras, Dharma Shastras. A lot of things are there where these are part of Vedic scriptures combined by Veda Vyasa. Additional commentaries by Acharyas and disciplinic succession, different philosophies by intellectual. So Upavedas. Like this, there are a lot of things, gradual spiritual progress we can do in this way. Material desires satisfaction with regulations. First of all, see who is not a born devotee. How their similar to if a person wanted to achieve PhD, he need to start from LKG, UKG, primary education. LKG, nursery education you need to do, primary education you need to do, then 10th interview you need to do, then graduation you need to do, then only you need to do PhD. Without doing anything directly, you can't go to PhD. Similarly, gradual spiritual progress towards God. How it happens? See, material desires satisfaction with regulations. Because we are conditioned. We are in this material world means we are conditioned. We are having every one of us having some anartha. That is the reason why we are in this material world. So for that, what is he saying? Material desires satisfaction with regulations. Each and every aspect. Either it may be food, offer it to the Lord and then take it. Similarly, any aspect if you take, marriage also, is for one regulatory things we need to do. Similarly, after that, once these material desires are fulfilled, then develop desire to question higher subjects. यार हर रोज मैं खा रहा हूँ, फैमिली हैप्पी है, इतना पैसा आ रहा है, अच्छा है, फिर भी मेरे को क्यों अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है? I'm not feeling satisfied. Feeling satisfied. That question we should raise. I don't know. Have you seen Kantara? I think everyone might have seen Kantara. Kantara movies, you have seen Kantara? Everyone? Has anyone not seen Kantara? I think I know, but it's worth watch. You need to see this. I mean, I know I should not recommend, but it's a good movie apart from few scenes. But if you have seen it, see, the king was having lot of, materially he was not all bad position, right? He was in a very good situation, but he was not still happy. But once he got the, trying to inquire, like develop desire to question higher subjects which actually provide eternal happiness. Then we need to question, hey, why I am not happy, somewhere what is lagging, we need to question. Then after we question, physical and mental preparation to progress towards spirituality. Physical and mental preparation. If I am saying 3 months non-stop, if you do 16 rounds, if you eat food without onion garlic, and if you be in the association of devotees, surely you will see a perfect change in you within 3 months. At least a corporate project has more time than this. But in spirituality, continuously for 3 months, on time coming, having the devotee association, eating only prasadam, doing 16 rounds of chanting, reading scriptures, at least half an hour or 1 hour a day. If you read scriptures, association books, chanting, diet, if you do for 3 months, surely you will see a change and you will be more blissful. If I say this, you need to believe it is working, it should work, but we are not ready to even attempt it. So somewhere we need to start it. Some little steps. 1 round, not 16 rounds, do 1 round, do 2 rounds. After that, serve spiritual master. You need to look for spiritual master. Serve spiritual master. Spiritual master in disciplinary succession and gain knowledge of God. Once you reach that stage, you need to look for Guru. Without Guru's guidance, it's very tough. Very, very tough. Very tough. We should aspire for initiation. For example, you do graduation BTech. Now for certain role in a company, you need to do MTech, right? Sometimes, not always. But for some roles, they demand. For example, I was working in TCS for some time and I was interested in doing project management. I was a network technical lead at that time and I was requesting my management to put me in project management. So they didn't put me. Then I forced them to put me in project management by doing PMP. I did my PMP certification. Then they didn't have any option. They forced me to move to a position called Techno Project Manager. Similarly, when we are seeing a growth, we need to, especially if you wanted to be successful in spiritual life without Guru's intervention, it is not possible. It is not possible. You need to, at one point of your time, you need to aspire for initiation from Guru. Guru means he doesn't expect any your properties and all. Guru is a person who actually engages you in service of Krishna. Okay, and last step is surrender to the absolute truth, Krishna, God. Guru is meant for that. Guru is serving as a servant to the Lord. Guru himself can't feel that I am God, but disciple should feel like a God. But disciple should feel about Guru like a God. Okay, so like this, different philosophies by intellectual leaders, human race evolution, a lot of things are there. So like this, motivation can be different. What is the problem with any human-made philosophy? What is the problem with any human-made philosophy? What is the problem with any human-made philosophy?
Human is not perfect.
Human is not perfect. Prabhuji, a lot of great Oscar, Nobel Prize people are there. How you can say they are not perfect?
They are into some specific field, not in every field.
Yes. दीपक लोग कुछ सोच रहे हैं क्या मालूम? Yes. So the point is, human created or interpreted subject to understanding of human creation it is affected by the 3 modes of material nature. Each and every person is impacted by the 3 modes of material nature. Do you feel that a person is? Have you seen any person who is always there in the mode of goodness? Each and every person is having these 3 modes. Probably a man can call a person being in a mode of goodness because most of the percentage he is in mode of goodness. Already we discussed that. So festivals celebrated in the mode of goodness are there. Festivals celebrated in the mode of ignorance, God's message, human interpretation of God's message. And they have their own interpretation. Sacrificing, I think I already told, right? about incident which happened in one of the Matajis in our Lachimani congregation. She is a teacher, chemistry teacher in a school, and she was having a conversation with her colleague, saying, what is Bakrid and all. She was inquiring. She said, Bakrid is a festival of getting detachment. And how she was explaining, the explaining was, we actually take a sheep and we show a lot of love and affection for 2 weeks, and we put full food. For nice grass we'll eat, make it eat and all, nice grass, nice food, and we love and affection a lot, and we have developed so much attachment towards that sheep that we can never leave him, and after 14 days when we sacrifice, we learn detachment. When she was giving that explanation, she was shell-shocked along with other teachers. Shell-shocked. We don't know how to take this discussion forward. That's what the conversation. I told her, you are a very mode of goodness person, Mataji, that's why you didn't comment. Had I would have been there, I would have given what had to be given. Anyway, that's a different thing. But the point is, each and every person has their own way of having the knowledge. Which act is cruel, animal killing or human killing? We are all children of God. How many of you thought this? Animal killing is genuine, human killing is injustice. It's very tough with the environment we are coming, it's very tough, but that's how it is. Scriptures are to be understood with the guidance from spiritual teachers who are in the mode of goodness, Sattva-guna. What is the problem with any human-made philosophy? Human created philosophies are not complete. They deal with parts without a connection with the real goal of life. They are influenced by an incident in philosopher's life. In most cases, it fixes that problem, but not address all the problems. Ajagala sthana nyaya. So, actually in Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is said, it is compared with the exception of devotional service, all the methods of self-realization are like the nipples on the neck of a goat. It appears like a nipples to derive milk, but they are not actually nipples. So, the nipples on the neck of a goat may seem like a sources of the milk, but to try to get milk from such nipples will be foolish. Therefore, an intelligent person adopts only devotional service, giving up all other processes of self-realization. All other human-created philosophies are like Ajagada Sthana Nyaya. It is mentioned in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela. Chaitanya Charitamrita. Okay. Bhagavad Gita is, we say that Bhagavad Gita is primary education, Bhagavatam is graduation, and Chaitanya Charitamrita is a PhD in the spiritual circles. Okay, it's a little bit advanced topic. Now, how do you know you are being cheated by an unauthorized person? How do you know you are being cheated by an unauthorized person? How will you know? How can you know that you are being cheated by an unauthorized person? Unfortunately, today the situation is there are a lot of people who are cheating and there are a lot of people who wanted to get cheated. Unfortunately. How do you know?
We need to question ourselves, are we in the right place, that we are gaining the right path?
He will say, you are in a perfectly right place, Mataji. You give 1 lakh rupees for donation, you will reach the higher destinations. You are perfectly right. There are organizations, Mataji, who appreciate, who make you, and they also like it. People appreciate. Who will not like it? Arey Mahesh, you are wonderful guy. You are wonderful charmish. I might act humble. No, Prabhu, I am not that much. But under, I will be feeling, Shabash Mahesh, you are great, Rachani. I will feel. There are a lot of, even if you say it, they will say, you are at the right place, Mataji. This is the place for you. The people like you, there are so many. They are already following, they are doing wonderful jobs, they are doing wonderful things. They will prove you that you are here. You are in the right place. What else? How do you know you are being cheated by another person? As I told, simple statement. Are you in Sampradaya? Which Sampradaya you belong to? Which Sampradaya you belong to? Ask simple question. If they are feeling disturbed, that means you have to get out from that place.
4 Sampradayas.
4 Sampradaya. What are those 4?
Brahma, Sri Sampradaya.
All are Ayurvedic. Kumar Sampradaya. Okay? Yeah, these are the Sampradayas. So one need to get the knowledge to detect the problem from the beginning. See, here girl committed suicide. I'm just giving a picture. How it lands? We need to detect the problem from the beginning. Now, teenagers, they will not understand, they will not be having maturity to understand what happens if I am doing this act. But as elders, sometimes we have seen, and especially myself, my dad coming from a police department, he's a retired DSP, and I used to sit in his police station and hear to what kind of things. When sometimes my kids, daddy in the police department, my kids tease me that I think a lot, I do a lot of RCS I do. Without being having any issue also I do RCS. RCS is root cause analysis. We do project management.
Usually I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
So when we talk about Sampradaya, so usually before coming to Krishna consciousness, I used to follow other gurus, Sadhguru.
Yes.
So is he following Sampradaya there or
Mataji,
I haven't,
yeah. It's a very, very nice question, Mataji. See, there might be some aspects which might be, see, how to say, there won't be any perfect bad person. There is not a perfect good person, there is not perfect bad person. But sometimes the reality we need to accept. See, he might be talking very sensible, and there are some good initiatives he have taken, not denying it. But when you ask me whether he belongs to Sampradaya or not, no, he doesn't belong to Sampradaya.
Okay, why Sampradaya? The point is Sampradaya means whatever Guru has spoken, the Shishya will exactly replicate what he has spoken.
so he doesn't have a guru.
Yeah.
Yes,
So Sampradaya means like when we are talking about Brahma Sampradaya, Rudra Sampradaya, Shri Sampradaya means it has come in that direct succession. Brahma Sampradaya starts with Brahma,
Yes.
comes down to Narada, Vyasa, Anala. In
Yeah.
Bhagavad Gita book also you will see some 32 lineage of 32 people, last 32 people in this Sampradaya. Brahma Manta, Gaudiya Sampradaya, which Prabhupada is a part of.
Yeah, ISKCON is Mataji, the Brahma Sampradaya. If you see the chain, the buck stops at Brahma it has come. Sri Sampradaya, Chinnajaya Swamiji and all this, the buck stops at Lakshmi Devi. Kumar Sampradaya, Nimbakacharya is the renowned Acharya in the Sri Kumar Sampradaya, where it lands the buck stops at Kumaras, four Kumaras.
And what does that mean? Stops there means what they have spoken is exactly replicated.
Replicated.
As words are replicated. I am not thinking my own thoughts, but I am replicating.
My Guru's words. My Guru is there. Now, if you go and ask who is the Guru, there are so many self-realized souls there. Self-realized souls. If you ask, you are having Guru? No, I don't have Guru. I realize myself by doing tapasya. No, those are not in Sampradayas. It doesn't mean that they are bad. But we need to understand.
So even art of living
Mataji, I think we can take this discussion offline.
right?
Yes. They might be doing very good initiatives. Mataji, try to understand. We can take this offline, but yes, he's not a Sampradaya Mataji, but he's more into Ayurveda, meditation and all. But after getting a lot of,
And they are definitely doing
Good things,
There are
no,
a lot of good things that they are doing.
Yes.
But if you want spiritual knowledge, then you have to go to Sampradaya. If you want just wellness of body, mind, but what
Yes.
happens after getting wellness of body, mind, what next?
Yes.
What did you come there for? Is that solving your problem of happiness? It's not.
But really, anyway, this session is not to blame anyone, but we need to understand prioritize. They are only talking about the wellness in this life, only in this life. Yes, that yogic posture, soham, whatever is happening, very nice. It's a good. It keeps good health and good mind, but it doesn't solve the real problem of life, that is cycle of birth, death, disease and old age. Does it solve? No. By laughing, ha ha ha, morning laughter therapy, ha 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 ha, they laugh. Will it solve the problem? Will it solve all old age? Will it solve disease? Will you guarantee that disease will not come?
That's a relief for your body and mind.
That's what, Mother. Only temporary relief. It's not a permanent relief. That's what I mean to say. Like that, there are so many organizations which are not in Sampradaya, but they are not into spiritual well-being. They are not into spiritual well-being, mainly.
But it will be the path.
Yeah, forward. If you are,
It will be the path forward.
yes. Nothing
And
else.
it also depends on the consciousness of individuals. If 9
Some
these apps help.
My journey started from there.
no, nothing wrong, Mataji, nothing wrong.
It started from there.
Yeah, so after that we will question, somewhere there is some void. You are thinking that
That's why I'm here.
It's like when we are thinking Christianity and
Yes.
everything.
So
It
our
is just to take you on
Yes,
the
yes,
path
yes.
that you, because if you are not able to understand and
Yes.
think, that is what you are saying.
Yes.
Your soul guides the path.
Obviously, I say nothing wrong. There are a lot of apasampradayas are there, but I can't say that they are doing bad to the society. But in a way, for a spiritual success, it is not good. If you should have a higher goal, our higher goal should not be my mind and body should be good. Yes, it should be good for my spiritual well-being. That consciousness you should have. A lot of people stop. Yoga chesaka I'm feeling very good here. If it stops there, it's not good. But if this after doing this yoga, I'm able to practice my spiritual journey more better. It is really giving impetus to my spiritual journey. I'm able to do more services for Krishna. I'm doing my wife, she does yoga in the morning. But in ISKCON, what are the sessions we have been part of? As a curriculum, never a yoga was taught. But she does yoga. Some other yoga teacher she follows. But for what? She is using it for Krishna service. I mean, somehow I'm taking her example, but there are a lot of devotees like that. In fact, Deepak Prabhu, he is running a yoga shala, right? Vivek Prabhu is Dinesh Prabhu is running a yoga shala. Our own devotee, Krishna, KC devotee, is having a yoga shala in Kottagoda Crossroads area. So he is having a yoga shala, but he is a frequent visitor to. He is into KC Krishna consciousness. He does 16 rounds and all.
Because yoga and meditation,
It's a very good thing.
they elevate the consciousness.
Consciousness.
They bring it to the right platform that now you are ready to absorb the next level.
Next level.
Information. But they are not providing that next level of information.
But-
so the soul searches.
Yeah.
And when the soul searches, automatically bring them to the contact of those people who can give them that knowledge.
But-
It's an automatic process.
Yeah.
We think that we did something, we searched.
Research. Yeah, we think that way.
But just in your since you're in your vicinity, Mataji, what is the goal of life? But just wherever in whichever wherever you are going or anyone is going, what is the goal of life? Simple. What is the goal of life as per scriptures? And you say, I don't believe in scriptures. My own realization, a lot of people are there with me, and like that, lot of people are there, Mataji. Lot of people are there. I can say some funny stories. One guru there, he is eating laddu, giving it to devotees to eat. They are eating. One video, I think I don't know if you have seen that video or not. Recently. Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, I almost done. Okay. Time check. Here are few things you will see in unauthorized religious leaders. They don't have any link with any sampradayas. They form their own. It is something like an example what I have taken, Mataji. Will you send your kids to KPR syllabus? CBSE, what is the full form? ICSE, what is the full form?
International.
Curriculum. KPR means Kandra Pichirangaya syllabus. My grandfather's syllabus. But the KPR syllabus, KPR is my grandfather's name. And I am inventing a new syllabus. Which talks about the same CBSE or ICSE syllabus, whatever is being taught, it will be taught in KPR also. Will you send your kids to KPR? You are hurting my grandmother. That's similar to that, Mataji. The thing is, if you are not in Sampradaya, despite telling the same knowledge, you should not go there. That's what it's being referred to. They don't have any link with other Sampradayas. They claim to be self-realized with no guru. No guru. Literally, they are self-realized. No guru. No, you should
Now
not.
that people are doing homeschooling for kids.
Yes, sir.
It's not real teacher.
Yes. They are doing it. Yeah.
Mother becomes teacher.
Yeah. They will propagate Mayavada philosophy. I am God. Wonderful philosophy, no? I am God. You are God. We all are gods. చాలా వినడానికి ఎంత హాయిగా ఉంది కదా కృష్ణ నేను ఒకటే like that. They will whimsically interpret scriptures. They will create their own rituals. They don't talk about this. They will create their own rituals. They will initiate disciples with their own mantras. Variety asla. If you really go into spiritual circles, we actually see they initiate left and right. They give the names. They have their own mantras and all. Their followers are usually fanatics and sentimentalists. they will eventually fall down with the scams. I think I don't want to give the examples here. There are a lot of examples like that in the market who have fallen down, scams, jailed, and some are there still in jail, and still their followers are there outside. I don't want to name.
So apart from religious people, there are many other folks who are into cheating other people.
Yes, Prabhuji. Religious people who are into cheating, they are not from Sampradaya, Prabhu. Generally in Sampradaya, there are a lot of checks. For example, today in this session, since a lot of people are there, all are carefully seeing me, and I think after seeing you, I think you are impressed by my talk. I think I will bring a new philosophy today. Then Pavan Prabhu is sitting in the corner. He is my god brother. He might go to my Shiksha Guru and tell, Prabhuji, Mahesh Prabhu, I think pichi pattinattundi. A kotta philosophy, mana ISKCON philosophy or Krishna conscious philosophy, instead of talking about Krishna conscious philosophy, he is giving nonsense, his own philosophy, since all the devotees are carefully listening to him and he is able to capture their attention. I think he is creating his own philosophy out of whatever. No, it will not happen in Sampradaya. Other religious things which are there in other apasampradaya or no sampradaya, there is a possibility to fall down, if not now, in future, no doubt. But unfortunately, there are people who wanted to go there because their desires are fulfilled. Who will, for example, someone comes to me, will I appreciate from day one? Wow, Amrita Mataji, మీరు ఎంత గొప్పవాళ్ళు మాతాజీ, ఎంత మాతాజీ, వాళ్ళకి ప్రసాదం మీరే స్పాన్సర్ చేసింది, ఎంత గొప్పవాళ్ళు మాతాజీ, నిజంగా మీరు ఎంత గ్రేట్ మాతాజీ. Next week also Mataji will sponsor. There are so many organizations who can lift you up like anything. These are some kind of religious organizations what you are talking about. And people are also liking it to go there. They don't want to learn the real knowledge and they don't want to understand the real goal of life. They are not interested at all. They wanted to have increase a social circle. Even in the spiritual circles also, you are giving wonderful session, Prabhu. Please come and do in my one home program, you do it, no? Because if we do home program, their other neighbors in their vicinity, they will think, array, they are very spiritual families, wonderful. Okay. Anyway, so how can that which is spiritual explained through material medium, prayers are personified? Anyway, this is another aspect which we will cover later. And last but one slide, benefits of learning from authorized scriptures. 6 ignorances are removed when we study scriptures given by God as it is. What are the 6 misconceptions? 6 ignorances. First, accepting our body as self. Today we are accepting our body. I am my body. My Tata, how powerful he is. Like that I am also powerful. In Gachmuli Satsang also everyone call me Bahubali. Right, Mataji? Yes. Bodily conception. And a lot of people in Gachmuli Satsang call me youth icon.
Yes.
Right, Mataji? Yes. Body. Accepting our body as self. No, that misconception will be removed if you are reading scriptures. Serving senses as goal of life. Serving senses as goal of life. Bah. Gulab Jamun nachindi, I will eat 9-10. Rockstar music nachindi, I will hear left and right. So, serving senses as goal of life, we will know that is not the goal of life. We should serve our senses. There is higher goal than that. That we will understand when we read scriptures. This ignorance also will be removed. Materialistic identification, always anxious. Materialistic identification. I am job today. Tomorrow if my job is removed, what will happen? Anxious. My daughter will she get in HCU or not? My daughter will be getting in Geetam University or not? If she doesn't get, I have to pay additional money. మా ఆయనకు ఆన్సైట్ వస్తుందా రాదా, మనం యూఎస్ వెళ్తామా వెళ్ళమా, मैं 10th क्लास पास होगा या नहीं, मेरी बेटी like that. There are lot of see, Prabhuji, it might be appearing a little funny, but if you introspect, there is anxiousness in each and every aspect of our life. Either it is job, either it is relations, either it is colleagues or neighbors, anxiousness is there. 4th one, lamentation about losing material possessions. You will not, seriously, if you are believing in scriptures, you will not panic or lament much. Surely that strength would be given by spirituality. Even some material things are happening, material losses are happening, that lamentation will not be there that much. You will accept it as a will of God. There is something beyond or separate from Krishna or absolute truth. There is something beyond or separate from Krishna. So that misconception would be lost. That beyond Krishna, there is something else also. Krishna is only kya ho sakta hai pura, but Krishna hi hai pura. Krishna hi hai pura. Removal of impersonalism and voidism. All these ignorances would be removed. Okay? Thank you for your attention and any questions. This is in brief about scriptures. Session is done. Any questions till now what we discussed? I know it's a pretty longer session due to whatever delays. I am able to see clearly absence of Himanshu Prabhu. Somehow. Yeah. Any questions?
So not a question, but on the last slide, right, you were saying that we keep thinking what happens if this happens. And if this happens, then what will happen? So we keep thinking about future. Right?
Yes.
So I think living in presence, I mean, art of living also teaches like living in the present is a solution to all these things. Right? So sometimes we think about the past and we think about the future. So rather than that, we should try to live in the present. We should focus on like what should we do next rather than.
Very good. Prabhuji, on an external layer, it might be sounding very wonderful. No, live in the present. यार क्या टेंशन ले रहा? जिन्नदे उन्नदे वकटी जिंदगी मामा enjoy करा ये रोज़ इंदुको. People say like that. It's very nice also, but you should have goals. For example, you are joining BTech. Will you not have a goal of next 1 year? I need to get distinction. Is it a wrong thing to plan to have distinction in the next 1 year? Tell me one small thing. Tell me one small thing.
Yeah, one small thing is that if you have a goal of getting distinction in BTech,
yes,
then you should plan that you will be doing this for the next 2 days. I mean, tomorrow I will read this and then day after tomorrow I will read this.
Yes.
So these are short-term goals that we can plan for achieving that bigger goal.
Probably in your word itself, future planning is there. In your word itself, future planning is there. Now, for a small material. For a small material goal itself, you are having a little future planning. Now, biggest goal of life, how much planning you should have? For a small material goal of say BTech or a distinction, 2 days, I will have a goals, I will plan accordingly. For that much planning you are having. Now, for the biggest goal of life, how much planning you should have? We should have it, right? So we should. What unfortunate situation is in this complete community. I don't want to take a statistics. How many today, if you go each and every flat, what is the goal of life? What will be the answer for most of them? Tell me. Can you guess? If just let us take a statistics. Let us guess it. I think around 3,000 to 4,000 flats should be there here. 3,000 flats. Each and every 3,000 flats, you go and ask, what is your goal of life? What will they say? Villa in Tellapur. Villa in Tellapur. Villa in Tellapur. One crore extra. Krishna, one crore. One more flat. बच्चा US just US भेज दे बस. एक सुंदर सी लड़की दिखा दे. कृष्ण भगवान को कुछ भी नहीं चाहिए. एक अच्छी लड़की और अच्छा वर्क दिखा दे. These are the goals actually. Mostly if you see. Now at least by attending these sessions, at least if someone asks, at least you can say my goal of life is to get out of this material world.
Ramji, one thing I understood your question. What you are saying is in art of living, they say that if you think about the past, past is full of regrets.
Past is
Regrets, and future is
Tension.
So that's why you live in the present.
Yes.
But in reality, we have taken human birth. So इसका मतलब ये है कि हम कुछ desire लेके ही पैदा हुए हैं ना. And दूसरा ये कि there are so many things where you don't have a control on the condition. Like the birth, death, disease, old age. Can you choose your parentage? You can't choose where you are born. हो सकता है कि आप ज़ेनिथ जैसे कभी somebody is born in the slum outside. What did he do to be born there? उसका क्या करती है? So there are certain things where you don't have control. So theoretically, birth, death, disease, old age, only living in the present is not the solution.